Hello, welcome to Beepanock Farm and welcome to the second round of lambing. So this weeny little lady arrived at 5 a.m. This is Darling. She's a little girl lamb, so she's a little ewe lamb, and that's her mummy Yogi. Don't they just look so content and happy? There's a little bit of a backstory with this one. Yogi wasn't actually due to lamb until tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and I'd penned two up that were due to lamb on Monday and hadn't. So I'd got up, I checked the cameras at about 10, half 10 before I went to sleep. I got up at 2:30 and the two young ones who've not lambed before weren't doing anything. But I noticed Yogi restlessly walking up and down the shed. And so we just decided to get up and come and pen her up. So we'd got her penned up by 3 a.m. and then we went back inside to watch her on the cameras, and by 5 a.m. she'd delivered this little dinky little ewe lamb, so she was definitely ready. So Bonnie here, daughter of the infamous Snowball, is just far more interested in eating than having her babies. I think Bounty next door feels a bit more like having her baby, but she's still not sure of it. Obviously, here's Yogi and baby Darling hiding under her. Decided it was a good idea to have her baby. And Yogi's quite a tall ewe and Darling's a short lamb, so she can actually get completely under mum, which is really, really cute to see. So fast forward 48 hours and little Darling is now 2 days old. She is with Mummy in a pen. Hello Darling, hello Yogi. She's still a very dinky little ewe lamb, but she's thriving. And then meanwhile next door we've got Zumba, who's a big girl. She's going round and round in her pen and she's definitely in labour, so I've just come out to check to see how that's progressing. There we go, there's Zumba's not so little boy lamb. Just had to help him at the end because it was a bit wedged. She's got quite a small birth canal for such a big ewe, and he is quite a big lamb. But I'll just let them get familiar with each other and pop back out in a bit. So we're later on Thursday, and boy am I glad that my best friend took my little boy out for the day to allow me to get caught up on things, because we've got more new arrivals now. So this is Bonnie and her two ewe lambs, Daisy and Dandelion. I'm very pleased to say we managed to get them out. It wasn't the easiest delivery. She's a first timer and she was very tight. It was a very tight squeeze, even though they're both quite small girls. But she's actually doing a really good job, so I'm trying to leave her be as much as I can. So it's Friday morning, I think, just. It's about midnight, 1 a.m. I don't know anymore. It's just been really a tough delivery for a first-time mom. So this is Bounty and her really quite large, for a first-time mom, baby. So Joe's just dashed in the house to get her some pain relief. It's took both of us to wrestle this out. And yeah, she's not feeling so good. This ewe is still out for the count. She's had pain relief, but she's taking a while to come back to some level of normality. So I've dried Lammy off with a towel and just helped him to the milk bar, so he's at least getting a good drink while she's down. Hopefully she'll start to feel better once he's had a little drink. And so the first baby of the day, he was born this morning, and the mummy just chilling. All is good. If anybody was worried about the mum from a minute ago, she's now up and going, as is her lamb. So that's all really jolly news. Everything is good in here. And our two tiny ewe lambs, little girls, are a bit milk drunk and just having a sleep, having had plenty of food off Mummy Bonnie. So a bit of a belter for a day. I think we can only hope for a quieter one tomorrow. So it's 10 on Sunday night, and Zelda has decided finally to have her babies. She's just at the pushing stage at the moment. Exciting. And here we have twin ewe lambs. I think Zelda doesn't quite know what to make of them. They're very noisy, aren't they, Zelda? They keep yelling at you. Maybe you should feed them. You should certainly give them a clean. So we're Monday afternoon, just after lunchtime, and Zelda is doing okay and her babies are doing okay, but we always keep an eye on new arrivals on our CCTV system, and I was just not convinced that the lambs were thriving in the way that I would like them to. I think that they're definitely feeding, but they are quite substantial lambs for such a small ewe, so I'm keeping an extra beady eye on her, and she's had a couple of digestives. I'd like some more, please, Mummy. And I've just given the lambs a dose of this stuff here, which is called Kickstart, which has just got some extra bits of nutrients and vitamins just to get them going, just to get them a bit more lively, really. I'm not overly concerned, but it's just a precaution. I've got it in the cupboard. It's silly not to use it, and they do already seem to be bouncing around a little bit more, so it has worked. And I'll be back again in a couple of hours to check them. And so now it's Monday evening, and I'm just back out in the shed checking for hay and water and reflecting on the amazing deliveries of lovely lambs that we've had this week. Bonnie, who gave birth to the lovely Daisy and Dandelion. And then we had Bounty, who gave birth to the quite enormous Darius. He's a really big lad. And then we had Yogi, who had little Darling. And then we had the really quite big Zumba, who had Del Boy. He's very springy this evening, aren't you, chap? And then here is Zelda with the latest additions, Daphne and Doris. So what a fab week it's been, and I'm intrigued to see what we've got lying ahead for the next week. We've got several penned up ready to go, and more out in the field ready to go as well. So stay tuned and we'll keep you updated. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. See you soon. Bye.